If there is one photographer who still inspires us more than almost anyone else in street photography today, it's probably Saul Leiter. But if he were photographing on the streets of 2025, he would find a very different world. No beautiful Cadillacs, no men in elegant hats and coats, and the charm of New York in the 50s is long gone. And yet, the way he saw the world is as modern as ever, and still works perfectly. The question is, how can we as photographers today adapt the ideas of Saul Leiter to our much less glamorous surroundings, without copying his style but making it something of our own? How can we see what many others miss when photographing? Let's take a closer look at how this could improve your everyday street photography. One of the great lessons from Saul Leiter is that he didn't go out hunting for photos he already had in mind. He went out without a plan and let the things he discovered speak to him. This mindset is even more valuable today. In 2025, we are constantly exposed to what good street photography should look like. Geometric perfection, punchy black and white with hard contrast, or a predictable hit of nostalgia or irony. But Saul Leiter reminds us to walk without these expectations, to let our eyes respond intuitively, and to allow photographs to find us rather than the other way around. Forget all the concepts, theories and plans. They just let you overlook the photos you maybe did not think about yet. The act of walking itself, slowly, without agenda, becomes a kind of meditation, and from that state, real unique images can emerge. So, take your good shoes, one camera and one lens like the 75mm equivalent Fuji lens I am using here, and free your mind from everything which is not photography, and if it is only for 2 or 3 hours. Today's cameras practically guarantee that we will capture every passing moment if we want to, with real-time eye tracking, 40 frames per second bursts and perfect stabilization. But Leiter wasn't concerned with that. He often embraced imperfection, motion blur, soft focus, fleeting gestures that might slip away in an instant. And he didn't believe every moment needed to be caught. Sometimes simply observing was enough. This is an important reminder for us today. Don't pressure yourself to shoot constantly. Allow yourself to miss shots, to wait for too long, to be slow, because this will sharpen your eye and deepen your sensitivity to what truly matters. And when you do press the shutter, you will do it with greater intention. And give yourself time and space to grow your personal approach and style in street photography. Schön. Super schön. Leiter's images often draw us toward the edges of the frame, where the eyes expect less to happen. In his photos, important elements are often half hidden. Figures enter or exit the composition, colors bleed in from one side, blurry elements from the top, a silhouette from the other side. This creates tension, mystery, and often a strong emotional pull. Today, many street photographers still center everything, but you can achieve much more interesting results if you explore the edges of your frame. Ask yourself, can I make the viewer curious about what lies just beyond what they can clearly see? When you do this, your images start to become really interesting. They invite exploration instead of providing just easy answers. Nothing for short-term Instagram success, but photos which stay in the mind of the viewers. One of the most timeless aspects of Saul Leiter's photography is how he worked with layers. His images are rich in depth. He often shot through windows, reflections, fog glass and curtains. In 2025, our cities are full of new materials to work with. Digital screens, modern shop fronts, bus shelters, advertising banners, polarized glass. Don't overlook these elements, they are modern equivalents of the textures Leiter loved. Move your body in relation to the glass, watch how reflections shift with even the slightest movement. Layer foreground and background to create images that feel immersive and poetic. And remember, sometimes the layers tell more than the subject itself. Today, street photography can often feel weighed down by unwritten rules. Is the subject candid enough? Am I close enough? Is it the right kind of lens? Real street photographers use 28 or 35 millimeters, right? But Leiter's approach was gloriously free of such concerns. He photographed what moved him visually and emotionally, and he never cared whether others called it street photography or not. In 2025, we can give ourselves the same permission. Photograph color, photograph textures, photograph through glass, photograph when the light is beautiful, even if no decisive moment is happening. Your best work will come when you follow your own eye, not a checklist of what a street photo is supposed to be. This is perhaps the greatest gift Leiter offers to us as photographers. Living today in an age of fast content where everything is designed to be understood instantly and where you have a fraction of a second to make someone on Instagram pause scrolling their feed. In this age and time, mystery has enormous power. Leiter's images do not give easy answers. They make us curious. They invite us to look again and again. By using reflections, by embracing blur, by shooting through layers, you too can create photos that make people pause. Photos that suggest rather than tell. And in doing so, your work will resonate long after the viewer has scrolled past 1,000 more literal images. Thank you, Saul Leiter.